it said that it was copyrighted. There's nothing happening. It just said I just got in trouble for copyright material. It's my voice. I don't understand. Do you not like my voice? I'm sorry, but it's not going away. Hi, iVisions. I got in trouble for using my voice. I don't know what's picking up. I know. I was like, what? It's literally quiet here. Like, the only thing going on is my fan. I'm like so confused right now. I don't know what triggered it. But like I said, apparently my son needs OT instead of PT. I wonder if what I was saying triggered. Well, tell one trigger copyright material. What the heck? I'm so confused. Hey, Kyle. I got in trouble for copyright material when it's my voice. I can't help my voice. So, yeah, that was interesting. I hope so. I hope it don't happen again. If it does, it's because my voice is copyrighted. I borrowed it from someone else. Thought I'd let you know. They don't know I'm using it. Shh, it's a secret. You have? Awesome. That's pretty cool. My channel's like 2 years old, or yeah, 2 years old. It's like 2 years old. I don't know. I kind of just like pick it up from other people. I'd probably have to hear it. I have a bad habit of picking up accents, and then people are asking me why I'm talking like that, and I don't even realize I am. It's a gnat. I also sound very southern when I'm angry, apparently, but my family is from Missouri. They were. I'm from Iowa, but then the other half of my family was from Maine. So yeah. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend? My son's evaluation. I'm trying to it was a word or not. Does it not like the word therapy? I was gonna see if it did it again. But um I originally thought you would need PT because we tried to go to the park the other day. We got brave. Luckily there wasn't that many people there. There's a couple that came and went, but not too bad. They're apparently all at the uh, swimming piece because there's like we're in a small town now, so the park is kind of connected to this I don't know, swimming. I don't know what you call them, but they're mostly there apparently, and you got to reserve to go, and you only get like 2 hours. They're open at certain times. I don't know. I really ain't big on swimming, but he was climbing this rock wall For those of you who don't know, my son has hypotonia, so he has a really weak core. And he was shaking so badly, so I was thinking, since he was doing the climbing, that maybe it had to do with PT, but I was wrong. It's more of a fine motor issue, so he is getting into OT, and he starts on Friday. Yeah, they're kind of like there's the park, but then there's like this swimming pool. I don't know what you call them. Where you go pay to go to the pool. I was like, water slides, water park. Oh my God. So there's a water park, and then there's the park. Now they're kind of a distance from each other, but like in the same area. And I'm at work before COVID, but you got to like call and reserve a time frame, and I think it's only for 2 hours. And I'm not sure when they open back up. And so I went in this town. I actually came from the big city, so I am new to this town, but I like it a lot better. And it's not as, what's it called, as busy, which I also like because the city gave me a lot of sensory issues, and it's been actually kind of calming and relaxing out here. I don't think I ever want to move back to the city. And Gus has liked it here so much more too. He can get outside a lot more because we used to live in an apartment, and then I really became paranoid when COVID happened because we both have asthma, really, really bad. Like, seemed like he was always sick with something. But once we got out more and we tried to go and play in the yard, and I was nervous to take him to the park. My son is such a sensory seeker. So I've only been there like once or twice. Yeah, it actually was a pretty cool park though, because it's like, it was so different than the ones in the city. And it had like the rock climbing, even had like a pretty cool special needs swing. They swung in a lot. There was this one thing, like, I don't know if you've ever been to a park that has like this thing you run with and then you stand on it while it spins. Well, this one you actually sit down while it spins, and I was a little shocked. It was like everything for a sensory seeker, and it didn't surprise me that he stayed in the area where this more of the sensory seeking items was, like the swing and the rock climbing and the, I don't know, those little ride-on springy thingies. So that was pretty cool. I'm like, man, we're never leaving this town. And then they have like an ice cream shop right up the street from us that is locally owned. And um, it's like now my favorite ice cream shop ever. And I'm not usually that big into ice cream. Now every time I'm sad, I want to go there. I'm like, give me some ice cream. Florida probably gets really hot. Well, duh, it does get really hot, but here it can get hot, but I don't think it's anything compared to Florida weather. I have asthma too and severe allergies. Chris, Melia's dad, good to hear there was a special needs swing. Yeah, in the city, there's maybe one, like, they weren't, they're not popular, I guess. Like, I was kind of surprised. So that was pretty cool. Right? I've I've like grew up in the city. Like, I guess I lived in a smaller town, probably smaller than this, until I was like 5. But ever since then, I grew up in like one of the biggest cities here. So moving to a small town was a game changer, but I'm also glad I did it. We avoid a lot of outside activities in the months of June, July, and August because it's brutal. I can't agree with that. Yeah, I'm not a big outside person in general. I'm like a pretty big sensory avoider. However, my son's a sensory seeker, and that was a game changer. And let me tell you, I did not know anything about sensory seeking until I had him because most of what you hear is sensory avoiding, and I'm definitely an avoider. So that part's all I knew. I'm like, oh my God. So that was interesting. And I don't do well with the heat. So I try to, but apparently my son don't care if we fry. Before I had kids, I actually wanted to move to Florida because I also don't like the cold. And I wasn't as sensitive to heat then as I am now, but it just might be because I'm more disabled now. I'm not sure. I have more of a, the last few years, I've had more of a sensitivity to the sun. It could be because of my meds. I'm not sure. We lived in a small city with Malia, or when Malia was on resource was not good, so we moved to Orlando, Florida. Yeah, I didn't know anything about resources back then, and I don't know, but there's the resources was good in the city, but we were able to get him some out here too, like his occupational is going to be out in this town, but his ABA is in a different town, and his pediatricians are in the city we moved from. Luckily, they're pretty close together. Like the city to ABA is only like 20 minutes away, I think. I don't know, it's like 3 miles away. And then the city we moved from is only like 5 minutes from there. So they're kind of like intertwined, which is nice. Well, we might have had a problem. So I'm thankful for that. I'm also thankful my boyfriend can drive because I can't, or we'd have another problem. But he's been around, very helpful, and I'm very thankful for him. He's been around since my son was 18 months old. I don't know who else been following my videos regularly, but he is his dad. So yeah. And he's always made sure that we have what we need and we can get to where we go. And he's been very good to Augustus and treats him like his own. My daughter's only seen him a couple times, but she likes him. Yeah, he's been very amazing. The only problem I have with him is he's a social butterfly. And I'm like, stop talking to people. Even with COVID, all he does is talk to them. I have two. One lives and one doesn't. They're actually both special needs. My daughter has scoliosis and some sensory issues, but I don't think she ever got diagnosed with sensory processing disorder. And I'm trying to push to have them get her tested for autism, since we have this weird gene thing going through, or this gene that we have. And she also shows signs of autism. So my daughter will be 8 on the 20th month, and my son will be 5 next month. And I've always wanted one more kid, but my boyfriend came to me neutered, and now I'm more disabled. So I think that's off the table. Plus, my son takes a lot of work and um, a lot of focus and a lot of attention, and he has a lot of appointments. So I'm like, maybe not. And I get baby fever again. Then I'm at war with myself, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Maybe in a few years, if Augustus isn't much work, because we were gonna save up to get him a reversal, but that would have been $3,200. I'm like, kids are expensive, but mm, now that I'm having more problems, I'm thinking maybe not. I like, I have a lot of chronic pain now, and I am more chronically ill, so it sucks. And now I'm having problems with my legs, my feet, my hip, and my back. Okay, maybe I'm just fully broken. Okay. I don't think anything works. Yeah, for the 3,200 too, we would have to go to a state over because in here in the city, or probably here in general, but the hospital here was like in the city where it was $15,000. Maybe it was 12,000, but it was expensive. Ain't that the truth? But like, since it's not a necessity, it's hard to get a reversal apparently. But then I ran into a lot of people that somehow get it paid for, so I don't know. So that's where it was. I originally wanted another girl because of what happened with my daughter, but I ended up with a boy. I love him to death, but he's a boy. He acts like a boy too. Interesting because he's like a full on sensory seeker. He has a few sensory avoiding tendencies, but not near as bad as I do. And I'm a full on avoider. I'm not even sure if I seek much. And like, he's always touching me and making loud sounds until my ears are on fire. I'm like, oh my God, kid. And then like, he's now getting sensitive to sound, but yet he's the loudest person I know. My son's asleep. I wait to do lives until he's asleep because he takes too much attention. Like literally, he does not he does not focus on something and keep himself occupied. So he's literally always on me and he's always messing with things and like I won't be able to focus to do a live. Um I have done a few You Now lives, which is mostly where I do lives, but my name's a little different on there right now because I'm not that big. And like people have seen things. One time, this is why I always was doing it mobile because I don't get much time to sit down and do anything, especially with COVID now. And one time, I was going live on You Now, and he was all over the place, and I was trying to keep up with him, and then he pulled me down, and I fell in the bed, but my head like went out of the screen, and everybody was freaking out because they thought I fell or something, and I'm like, it's all cool, it's all cool. He just threw me on the bed. It was fine. People sometimes still joke about it. And I'm just like, oh boy. So they've seen him throw me around like a rag doll, and he's not even 5 yet. He's gonna be 5 next month. I have bad balance. So that was thinking about it makes me laugh. Hello, checking in from my Autism on World News channel. Blessings to all. Hello. How are you? So yeah, that was interesting. For ABA, he wasn't PT, ST, and OT, but I took them all out when he started ABA because I didn't want to overload him. And that was last year. He's been ABA for almost a year now. Hi, live and learn. It's kind of funny to say hi, live and learn. Hello, live and learn. How you doing? Time is it? I'm trying to pay attention to the time because I kind of want to be on Twitch by 9:30. Mondays and Fridays, I usually stream on Twitch. I mean, I can't edit much, so I'm just streaming. I know, right? I forgot. What's your name? Because Ready, Set, Autism Family just sounds weird when I'm trying to talk to you. Speaking of which, how did you come up with the name Malia? Just curious. I like it. It's different. Woo! Can't be sneaking up on a person like that. My cat just scared me. What you hear? What game do you play the most? Chris, Dad, Amanda, Mom. We're both in here, but on different devices. Cool. I'm kind of a variety gamer. Right now, I've been playing a lot of my time at Porsche. I've played The Sims. There's a lot on my gaming YouTube channel that has a lot of the games I've played, but now I'm finishing Life is Strange 2 on my YouTube channel. I just got Final Fantasy Remake or Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I haven't got to play it yet because COVID happened as I was in the process of buying that game. So haven't really got much gaming time in until we got settled in here. And now I'm just streaming on Twitch because I don't have time to edit for YouTube. I want Animal Crossing. Pretty soon I'll be doing what is the name of that game? I can't remember, but it's a horror game. I guess I play a lot of simulation games the most. Simulation and horror seems to be my go-to. Hey Elizabeth, how you? We were just talking about video games. And therapy. Also, Elizabeth, my first live got in trouble for copyright infringement, and it's just my voice. Microsoft Fight Simulator. I haven't heard of that one. There's a drug simulator. I can't think of the name. Might just be called Drug Simulator. Also recently played Weaned, that ain't a word. Or maybe it is Weaned. Yeah. We Yeah, I couldn't believe I got in trouble for my voice out of all things. I don't know what happened. Wow, Kyle, that's something I would love. I need to look into that game. Oh, I started Planet Zoo. Good game. Like I have a lot. I can't. I mean, I can't see at the moment because I'm on this. Um, I also got Final Fantasy 8 remastered. Um, trying to think. It seems like I play mostly simulation. Oh, 2 Point Hospital. Um, I play a lot of games. I could land in your own driveway. That's interesting. YouTube bans things that shouldn't be banned, but doesn't ban things that should be banned. I know it's so backwards, right? GTA. Oh yeah, I forgot about GTA. I used to play a lot of GTA. I have GTA 5. Um, I like GTA games too. I'll play a little bit of everything, I guess. Just it has to have a good storyline, or I don't know. I'm also picky about what I play. There's another one I just got called Apocalypse. No, I can't think of the name of it either. I want Animal Crossing, but we bought a house, so all the money went to that right now. And then I got some Chewies. Oh, I learned something new about myself. So, well, everybody now probably knows about sensory toys, but when I was growing up, I didn't know sensory toys were a thing. And I've been learning about myself, sensory toys with my son. I've learned that I like the mermaid fabric stuff because I got him a Paw Patrol one that when you switched it over, it would like change him. I learned that I like squishies, and this one's new. I My son started chewing on things, and so I started different chewies, and then I realized that he likes the texture of like a Fitband watch. So I got him a bunch of these bracelet things, chewy things that he can chew on. That's like that texture. Well, he really likes them, so that's good. Well, then I tried them. I seem to like them too. Like rubbed it, but when I was growing up, I had like this very giant impulsive thing to grind my teeth. And I feel like if I had some type of chewy, I may not grind them as bad, which could be kind of adding kind of into my teeth besides the seizure meds. But I started feeling that teeth grinding sensation again, which I don't get quite as often. But I used to grind them until like they kind of hurt. But so when I got this feeling, I chewed on it. I'm like, oh, this could be why I used to put the blanket in my mouth to grind it. I'm surprised I even remember this. But the memory didn't come back until I started chewing on this bracelet. And then I caught myself doing this constantly with it. I'm like, okay, maybe they're for mama and baby now. Yeah. It was like, can't explain it. It was, for some reason, I had this feeling to always want to clench my teeth. I even grinded them in my sleep without knowing it. So that was interesting. And then as I'm chewing it, I'm like, okay, I can see why you like this texture. No, no, no. Oh my god. So that was interesting. I learned that one today. I still constantly learn things about myself. Like I didn't even know, like I didn't know that I was doing, or I didn't realize that's why I did this. It's been a lot finding myself. I can tell you that because growing up, I didn't know I was autistic. I didn't even know I was autistic till my 20s. And I was diagnosed at 7, but like I had to do a lot of research. I also got my son a book on, like a children's book on autism for his birthday. See how that goes. Thank you. We closed on it in April, but have fully been moved in since like May 21st, which also is kind of funny because that was mine and my boyfriend's 3-year anniversary, and it just happened that way. We didn't even think about it until like later, and we're like, oh, our anniversary. The next day, we're like, oh, probably because we were buying a house and moving in. Whoops. Yeah, that was interesting. And it's amazing that even now, I still learn and find new things about myself all the time just by trying to figure out what works for Gus. And it's not been easy. He has like the attention span of a gnat. I swear he has ADHD too, which I also have. So, like, that won't surprise me much. But sometimes I do wish he could sit in one area and hyper focus on something for hours like I can, just so I can get something done. But he's not that type of autistic. Oh no. So yeah, it's been interesting. Like me and him are a lot alike, but there are some things that we're also not alike. And around 9 months, he it was pretty obvious that he was autistic, but I fought pretty hard to get his diagnosis. Nobody would believe me. Because, people are only in the room with your kid for like an hour, if that, while you're with the kid 24/7. And then they like totally disregard what the parent's saying. I was like, that's normal. He'll grow out of it. It's typical for his age. I'm just like, no. So, yep. I'm probably gonna wait 5 more minutes and then get off. We are putting the kids to bed. Nice to meet you today. Have a good weekend, and we will check out some of your videos. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. I already forgot their names. Um, Chris and Manda. Bye, Chris and Manda. Had to scoot up. I'm probably gonna end in a few minutes, anyways, because I want to go on Twitch. Ow, my neck. Crap. I need to go get the charger for my phone. I swear, every time I stream, I yawn. It never fails. I don't know why. Wonder if it's because I have to focus on communication so hard. I don't know. But I'm probably going to end the stream here. I'm glad it works. And then I'm going to head over to Twitch. So, talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.